Hi, friends. Good evening and welcome to another live episode of Hashtag SU. My name is Cecil Henove and I'd like to welcome you tonight because after all, this is 1 week before the election day on May 9. And we have, at this particular episode, deemed it fit to invite someone who is not only an expert in his field, but someone whom we can rely upon, especially for our fellow voters out there who are probably still in a dilemma as to who to vote for and perhaps where to go even during election day. Do I know where to go on election day, attorney? Do I know where my name is in this particular polling place? So nevertheless, because this is actually 1 week before the election time, so here on Hashtag SU, this is our way of being relevant and responsive to the needs of our televiewers. So may I introduce to you our special guest for tonight. He is no other than, of course he is retired, but he is not tired. He is former Director of the Election and Barangay Affairs of the Commission on Elections of the head office. And not only that, he was consultant to the then acting chairman of the COMELEC, Mr. Resurrection Bora, and also at the same time consultant to 3 commissioners of the Commission on Elections. So in other words, he is really an expert through and through. So friends, ladies and gentlemen, dear televiewers, it is my privilege and my honor to introduce to all of you Attorney Rogelio S. Benjamin. Hello, Attorney.
Thank you, Sil. Good evening, everybody.
Salamat kayo.
We're approaching elections, and
Yes.
I think I could give you some relevant
Yes.
information on elections.
Yes, very good, Attorney. So, pwede tang magbinisaya po, Attorney. Pwede po tang atong sagulan og in English for the benefit of our televiewers. Now, Attorney, it's exactly 1 week before election time. And being a you were former provincial COMELEC
Supervisor.
officer.
I was a supervisor here.
Supervisor of the COMELEC provincial office and also director in the national level of the Commission on Elections. How ready do you think are the Filipino voters today in casting their vote to the best men and women who will govern our country for the next 3 years, Attorney, both in the national level and in the local level, Attorney Benjamin?
That seems to be the big problem now. Are our voters ready to select the best candidate? What are the standards used by our voters in selecting their candidates? Because normally, for local positions, our voters would select a candidate based on this criteria. First is kinship.
Kinship.
Ako igagaw.
Pamilya.
Ako
Okay.
na igagaw. Second is religious ties, friendship.
Okay.
Unfortunately, competence comes forth.
Oh.
It comes forth. It's not very relevant. That's why you see so many candidates who are not prepared for the job. They don't know the job, but they have the resources. They come from big families. Their parents were once officials. So they have a built-in organization. An organization counts a lot. But these are criteria which are very alien to the position. We're going to elect a mayor. So our criteria should be, can he be a good executive officer? That should be the question. But the issue now seems to be popularity.
Yes, popularity. That's really
Popularity.
foremost, no?
And unfortunately, about 30% of voters are bandwagon voters. Mubutas do balaog.
Okay.
You can hear this oftentimes, especially for presidential candidates. Mayo man ta kay si Kuan. Pwede magud ka daog.
Yes.
So our voters will go for the winning candidate. So mangguwa ang daghang kaayong survey.
Okay.
Project na si Kuan may number 1, si Kuan may number 1, senator si Kuan. Because they're going after the bandwagon voters. That's about 30% of the voting population. Bandwagon. Moabay sa dumalaog.
Okay.
Nobody
How-
wants to
yeah.
go for a loser.
Yes, definitely. And name recall, Attorney.
Name
Do you
recall.
think name recall is
So,
also of prime
makabintaha
importance?
Naingon nga, si Kuan, anak mo na ni Kuan. Oh, so, pag babago ka ni kandidato, you'll have to spend a lot
Okay.
to
be
put
known.
your name
Yes.
sa tao. Ang ilaha, established naman daan.
Okay.
Na ana sila yung mga leaders sa kalain-laing barangay and organization means a lot sa politika.
Okay. So in other words, there is what we call as political machinery.
Machinery.
No?
Machinery
Attorney,
counts a
yes,
lot.
yes. And you mentioned surveys. There are, as you had mentioned, many surveys that have actually been floating around. But if you are not the intelligent or discerning voter, muto or biya
Mutuo
po
ka.
ka, attorney,
Mutuo ka.
no? So in other words, kung naiusa ka survey nga moingon nga number 1 si candidate A, na po'y another survey moingon na pud nga si candidate B ang number 1, asa man ang tuhuan karon sa
Ang-
ordinary voter?
Ang voter pod, daghang survey, manimati pod sa siyang iyang amigos, siyang silingan, o kinsa gyud kusog. So, bandwagon man gani, bandwagon, about 30% of voters ana gyud punta. O kinsa dumalaog, so all candidates will try to project the image nga siya dumalaog, knowing the attitude of our voters nga mupabandwagon gid siya.
You've been around naman good attorney, no, for a number of years, and you have gone through many elections for that matter. Karon, no, naanatay mga procedures whereby candidates are not to splurge in their campaign. Dili kaayo dagko ang kwarta nga ilang ipagawas, no? But I think that is only in the paper, attorney, no? Or that's only on paper?
Kanang hitabo, I can remember sa una.
Oo, sige, attorney.
Ni anak mo ko sa Alex Pal sa opisina, si Alex. Tatanaw ko ng mga documents. Wala eleksyon. Siya nga, attorney, ano saan yung kitanaw? Statement of expenses sa mga kandidato na to. Sa kangkuan. Maon this is the amount. Mga incredible nga mga amounts.
Dagko kayo? Or,
Gagbay kayo.
Gagmay hinoon, yes, okay.
Kagmay kayo.
Mm.
Siyang, di ba na under oath? They're supposed to tell the truth because under oath man na. Nitubag po ko nga, candidates do not believe in the sanctity of the oath. Na editorial mi sa Inquirer. Which is true. If you will go over the statement of expenses filed by candidates,
Unbelievable, no?
you'll be amazed.
Yes, oo.
Mulan sa gobernador, ang nagasto less than 1 million.
Okay.
Mulan sa congressman, 400,000.
Oo.
Would you believe that?
Yes. Today, attorney, no? Kung mudagan ka as, let us say, bisag mayor na lang, mga approximation sa expense of
It's
somebody.
3 pesos per voter.
But that is in the COMELEC rules, no?
No, that's the law.
That's the law, okay?
Sa law.
Oo, pero karon pila ka ang magasto sa usa ka tawo nga mudagan og mayor? Kanang realistically ba mga
Let us say, Badumagete
kung
City, o
3
Badumagete
pesos
City,
per voter, oo.
o under the law, Badumagete City is about 3 pesos, 240,000,
Oo,
80,000 voting
Ana-
population.
Oh, yes, oo.
Times 3 is 240,000.
Okay, oo.
But to be a sensible candidate for
Yes,
Dumaguete,
oo. Mhm.
I think you will spend no less than 3 million.
Okay, oo. For a position like mayor, no?
Mayor.
Oo, oo.
O mo governor tas Oriental with so many cities.
Okay.
25 trans, ha?
Uh-huh.
5 cities,
25,
20.
Yes, 19 municipalities
19
and
municipalities,
6 cities, yes, mga pila na siya. Would be
30 million would be a very conservative
okay,
estimate.
30 million.
30 million.
Yes, oo.
Pero inig-report anak kay
Inig-report, syempre, 3
inig-report
pesos.
anak kay 3
Oo.
pesos raman.
3 pesos raman.
So mo report
Oo.
ra po nag mga Oscar million.
Okay, for president, kung karon kay this is a presidential election year man, mga pila kaha, kay this is now we're
To-
talking about all over the Philippines na.
To be a credible candidate
Yes.
for president,
Oo.
sa unang panahon,
Oo.
you have to spend no less than 7 billion.
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 7 billion. Sa una pa na,
Sa
attorney.
una pa na.
Okay.
Kay, kanang mga TV ads.
Okay, yes.
Ayun na, it very well.
Yes,
Ang
yes,
cost.
yes.
Kay sa una,
Oo.
kitong i-flash tas TV
Okay.
nga mo kandidato, less than 1 minute.
Yes,
Mga
so
30 seconds.
yes.
Sa PBA,
Oo.
Congressman
Anaon
so and
lang.
so.
Yes, oo.
That's 40,000.
Okay, 40,000
Less than-
TV. Oo.
Less than a minute.
Yes,
Mga 30
oo.
Karon
30
may dugaya.
Dugay na, no?
Dugay.
So that's more than
That's a
1
million.
minute.
Ah.
Oo. Naiuban po na ibalikon pa gani,
Balikon
no?
pa.
Okay.
Ya, sige
oo.
nagikuha ka adlaw.
Okay, oo.
So,
So,
ngayon ka nga
first spot, oo.
mag-rally ka sa Dumaguete.
mhm.
So ang imong transportation expenses to gather all these people from the north to the south,
That's true. Oo.
minilyon.
Yeah.
It's very expensive.
Yes. Not to mention kanipang mga watchers, no?
Pasnakon pa nimo.
Poll watchers and so on. Yes,
Watchers,
okay.
nya,
Oo.
na atay balaod nga which is more known for its breach than its compliance. Kana mga t-shirts.
Okay.
Ang balaod niingon ra nga wearing of t-shirts is allowed if you are accompanying a candidate on the campaign trail. Not
Okay.
more than 20.
Oo.
Karon madaghan nga susuroy nga.
Daghan.
Daghan.
Oo, yes. Oo.
Daghan.
Wherever they go, no?
Oh.
Bisan kanig walay
Bisan-
kandidato nga
walay kandidato.
kauban, walay
But
kandidato.
they're supposed to accompany a candidate on the campaign trail.
Oo. Unya ka ng 20 ka buok, 20 ra pud
20
ka tawo.
ra.
20 ka tawo ra. ang-
Karon gabaha.
Ay wala. Oo,
Gabaha.
daghan gyud
More
kaayo.
known for its
Oo.
breach, its compliance.
Okay.
Ang mga posters.
Okay.
Posters
yes.
or-
there are COMELEC poster areas
Na
man,
poster
attorney.
area.
Okay, yes.
Ang imong poster required nga butangan nimo nga paid by,
Yes,
paid
yes.
for,
Oo.
this material shall be recycled.
Yes.
These are
Oo.
requirements.
Oo. Plus ang size pod,
Ang
di kaida
size,
ko. Oo.
murag band paper
Okay,
size,
but-
8 by 12 something.
Oo. But today, oo.
Mahubog
Tanan.
ka.
Lagi. Dagko kayo, no,
Dagko
attorney?
kayo,
But isn't the
basic
COMELEC going to run after these candidates, no? Kay breach man na sila. Wa man
But the
sad sila
defense is
mo-comply.
very easy.
Mhm.
Di ba ako'y kabutang ana?
Amo ingon ra ang kandidato, no?
Mura man siya.
Okay.
Ako naging kontra para madaot ko.
So they are not held liable di ay bisag ilahang ngalan ng naa diha.
Really? You have to prove ako'y kabutang.
Okay. So
Which is-
mao din na.
which is-
Of course, no?
Reasonable also.
Okay,
kay,
okay. Oo.
You know, there's so much mischief in elections.
Okay, oo.
So much
oo.
mischief.
Unya, you can always say that, no, I did not put that there, no?
Sila dagoy.
Oo, okay, oo.
Sila
oo,
dagoy.
Oo, okay. So today, attorney, no, in our multi-party man pud ni ato apo,
Multi-party.
multi-party, compared ingnon ta other countries, perhaps even in the United States, no, especially kay parehas man pud ang ilang election year sa ato in a few months pud mag-elect pud sila sa ilahang mga officials. But in the Philippines, because of this multi-party system of ours, do you think this adds more or this aggravates na hinoon the dilemma of our voters? Kani
Ang
atong
rationale
multi-party
gud sa
system.
una,
Oo.
the multi-party system came in pag martial law.
Okay.
Ang rationale nga niingon nga to give the voters a wider field of choice. On the other hand, napaingon nga there was a sinister motive. It's based on divide and rule. So daghan na kayo. Karon sa dito po ko sa main office, I was already a director. May nangutanan ako nga foreign observer, what are the political parties in your country? It was very embarrassing. Because frankly, I don't know. There are so many of them. Sa states, duha man sila. Democrat, Republican.
Republican,
Duha
yes.
sila.
Oo.
So, ang ilang registration record, gi-indicate. Ibutang man nila nga, Democrat, Republican. Na ay maingon nga, the third, undecided. But I had a talk with my daughter last night, kaya naman sa New York. Sa New York pa, wala nang undecided. It's either Democrat or Republican.
So tanang voters, attorney, no? Either Democrat gud sila or Republican.
Republican.
So they have to indicate it as
I-indicate sa ilang registration record.
Okay. And di
Democrat.
po sila makabalhin-balhin, right? Di sila makabalhin-balhin.
So they might change their mind, but
oo.
murag klaro kay sila.
Oo.
O niya, ang ilang ang ilang party na a specific stand on an issue. Now, this is the Democrat stand. O po na imong stand sa Republican. So ang ilang balot, sa likod sa balot, na yung referendum question. Now, what is your stand on, para sa to, Star Wars? Okay. Kana, trade with China, trade
So mga issues kana siya.
issues.
Okay.
Issues. Nga ang Democrat,
Okay.
na a specific stand on that issue. Pareha karon sa even sa Democrats, si Sanders, if you listen to TV, CNN, sige siyang muhisgo itong Super PAC. Super PAC. Yung ipasabot, this is the Political Action Committee of ni Hillary. Hillary is funded heavily by Wall Street. Issue na nga funding, ilang i-disclose nga, ang ako nga funding comes from contributions.
Yes.
Naamang ko ni sa culture sa Americans nga the plain citizen will chip in sa expenses. Muamot siya.
Yes, yes, yes.
Sa ato, mangayo.
So ikaw nga citizen of the US will voluntarily give.
Contribute.
Okay,
Si
contribute.
Obama, may daghana ana.
Okay. oo.
$20, $10,
Okay.
contribute
Mga ordinary voters. Okay.
Ordinary voter mo contribute sila sa ilang candidate. Sa ato mangayo og naay mo contribute, it's big business. Big business mega funding ana kay to expect the returns also.
Unya naay murag ingnon ta vested interest,
Vested
no?
interest. Klaro
Especially
kaya.
especially if the contribution is huge, dako nga amount, no?
Sizable.
Yes, sizable amount. So kana pud siya, it follows then that the candidate will be beholden,
Beholden.
to
Of
whoever.
course.
Yes,
Of course.
definitely. Oo.
Kay-
Oo.
Even big business, ma-affected mga taxes.
Yes,
Oh.
okay.
So, naay mga lobby groups.
Yes, yes. Oo.
Sa states, ang ilang mga gitawag lang mga lobbyist, marami nag-recognize nga lobbyist na siya. Ato wala tana. Wala tana. But there's a big lobby group. Kay, sa kininegosyoha, manana.
Kana unta attorney, okay ra unta na siya, no? Let us say, let's put it this way. Let us say mauna gyud na siya ang atoong sistema. Pero I think it should all redound to the welfare unta of the people or of the general public ba?
Gamon
Pagkahuman unta sa
nga,
election.
transparent ba?
Yes, unta. Oo.
Transparent.
Oo.
So, bayon nga, contributor ng big corporation,
Okay.
i-announce.
Oo.
So that
Isulti
when
yun.
you will make your legislation,
Yes,
na makita sa tao nga, very beneficial to him,
Yes.
people can react.
Oo, definitely.
Sa
Oo.
kay gabayad kasi utang nimo.
Yes, oo.
It should have been like that. It's transparency.
Yes. Also, on the part of the big businesses, no? Ang ilang hapon, I'm sure that their objective is to protect their business. That is why they support particular candidates.
Protect and promote.
Protect and promote their businesses. And then there are also some sectors that say pagani attorney nga kaning mga big mga conglomerates, they support not only one candidate pero daghan gani to be sigurista about
Sigurista,
it, no?
sigurista.
Okay. Wow, can you imagine, no? Oo. So karon attorney, because we're supposed to help unta our assist our voters make the correct decision. Pwede ba sila nga mutuo sa mga surveys? Can I rely on the surveys that are being floated karon? Practically karon naanay surveys kada semana.
Kada.
Oo, every week.
Ibutang man period.
Yes, oo.
Period,
Okay, oo.
survey.
But how credible should I pananglitan kanang ato mga ordinary voters, would they know which survey is credible? Malisod man siguro
For
na
ordinary
nila.
voter, very
Yes,
hard.
oo, for the ordinary
Very hard.
voter.
Very hard.
Oo. Oo, because you have to look into who funded the survey or who
Kinsa
is
may, who
behind.
commission.
Kana, who
Who commissioned
commissioned the
the
survey. Yes, oo. Unya naapod na sad sila syempre mga interests of their own,
Of
no?
course.
Okay. Oo.
Ang sa states gani nga survey, ang giobserbahan, very accurate.
Okay.
Very accurate.
Okay.
Kaya bayon sila nga
Kinsay leading
voters
or and so on.
18 to 29 will not go for Hillary. Yes, ana.
Okay.
Ayun nga, Latinos, the blacks, the Hispanics will go for Hillary.
Oh, mga
This area will vote for this.
Okay.
Inigwa sa result selections, correct man.
correct yun. Very, very
Correct.
accurate din
Very
na siya. Oh.
accurate.
Kani attorney, in your experience, no, there also have been surveys during your time as COMELEC director.
Dugay
and
naman kayo.
Dugay naman kayo, no?
Dugay na
How accurate are these? Sa imuhang mahinumduman, paggawas ba sa election day, accurate ba siya? More or less, no?
Sa senatorial,
Oo.
senatorial sa
Okay, oh.
12,
Yes.
accurate up to the 9th candidate.
Okay, yes.
Up to the
Oo,
9th.
oo.
Actually po, ang tanaw ko, kanang the top 9, di man gani kinahanglan pong survey. Kita duha na kabalo man tagkit sa mga sure winners sa daan
Okay.
sa
Oo.
senatorial.
Yes.
You know
Oo.
that, you know them
Yes,
already.
Yes. Oo.
Ang delikado is the last 3.
Okay. Oo.
Okay, so mag-survey
9, 10, 11, 12, last 3.
whatever outfit mo survey, kana yang gibutang nga top 9, ikaw ako nakabalo.
Okay.
Nakabalo naman tayo kinsay.
Oo.
Kana mga senatorial
Oo.
kinsay makadao ka
Oo.
ng
Yes. Oo.
because there are already candidates nga unbeatable na si Juan.
Lucky,
Sure winner
oo.
na.
Yes. Oo.
Kini si Juan, sure winner.
Na magi mo ingon ana, makasulod good ni si
Siguro
candidate
na.
A. Oo.
Siguro na daan.
Okay.
Kung na, mid
Oo.
na sila.
Okay. Oo.
So ang survey will just confirm what you know.
Okay.
Ang delikado is the last 3.
Okay. Oo.
So the last 3 ang critical. Because this will influence the voters.
Okay.
Gabitay man eh.
Oo.
Oo.
Yeah. Oo.
Gabitay man eh. Bisan ganig sa Dumaguete City Council, nakabalo naman tadaan po.
Kasi makasulod.
Nay mga
Oo.
tulo upat ka sure
Oo,
winners na.
okay, oo,
ang away probably the last 5. But ang top 5 win
Yes.
already.
Oo, makasulod yun na
Sulod na
sila.
daan,
Oo,
sulod na
oo.
daan.
During your time, attorney, wala pa tong PICOS machine, no?
Wala pa, manual.
Manual
Nakaabot
pa
ka sa
to.
PICOS.
Nakaabot ka, maybe towards the katong latter period na sa imuhang service.
Actually, ang unang machine gigamit, kami na gamit dito Sulu.
Okay.
It was the pilot testing of something like a PICOS machine. Kwanto siya AIS, the American Information System.
Okay.
Ito si machine already, the pilot test. Then later on,
Unsa ni nga year, attorney? What year was this? Nag-pilot test mo aning AIS?
Sulu.
In Sulu, yes, oo.
late na, mga 90s na.
Okay,
90s.
oo.
That was the
late-
first time.
Oo, first time.
Dito
oo.
may Sulu ka pilot
Yes,
test.
oo.
Then, niabot ning Pico sa Smartmatic. Kuan mo ko nga machine sa karon ato ning gitawag og lain na ngalan, voting counting machine.
Okay,
Sa una PICOS precinct count optical scanner.
Okay.
Duha mo ko ni
Voting counting machine na karon ang tawag.
vote VCM.
Okay, yes, VCM. Oo.
Duha mo ko ni naay gitawag og kining atong gitawag PICOS or VCM ron
Oo, VCM.
is an optical mark reader. OPM ni siya.
Optical
mark reader.
Reader.
OMR.
Oo,
OMR.
yes. OMR. Okay.
Naay usa kanang gigamit sa states.
Okay.
DRE.
Oh, DER. Oo.
Direct Recording Electronic
Okay.
System.
Direct
Nga.
recording. Oo.
Mo punch sila og picture. Picture lang anaon. Dahil mo vote na.
Okay.
Wala na assistor. Kay picture man na iyang tuslokon.
Picture sa kandidato.
Sa kandidato.
Okay, oo. Mao ning direct
So,
recording electronics. Mao ning-
Electronic system,
Yes,
DRE,
system,
direct
yes.
electronic,
Oo, DRE.
direct
yes.
recording electronic
Yes,
system.
yes.
So ang kuan
Mm-mm.
ni India tried to sell to COMELEC their system. Ang ilang system is EVM, electronic voting machine.
Okay.
May pictures, mara accordion. May picture. I was still with COMELEC. I was a consultant. So ilang demo.
Gidemo nila. From
Ang
India
tanda
ni
ko,
attorney.
India,
Okay,
EVM.
oo. EVM.
It's still the same. It's the same machine used by Bhutan.
Mm.
Taga-asa sa India. Then i-comment ko nga, this will not work in our country. Siya, why? It's only good for 15 candidates. 15 raman.
15 kabo.
So we will customize it for you.
Oh.
We will put 2 machines per polling place. Because that will not work again. Because that will be good for 30 candidates only.
Okay.
So
Oh,
why?
15
How many
plus
candidates
15.
do you
Oh,
have?
oh.
Probably about 300. So
Oh,
my God, we can accommodate you.
Oo, dili pwede.
Korea, sophisticated.
Okay. So wala ta mo kuha ani sa India. Wala
Dili,
ni. Oo.
Dili ba sila Pilipinas?
Okay, oo.
Ang sa
Korea,
sophisticated. First was a machine that will determine whether you are really a registered voter. Naka-punch ka card, ug mo-voter ka, na card nga mo gawas lain.
Murag mo validate nga
to validate.
registered
Ubatong
ka.
card. Kitong card, isaksak nimo sa machine na, voting.
Okay. Oo.
Dayong, mugawa ang picture sa kandidato. Imo pong i-touch. Touchscreen.
Touch ra.
Touch
Okay.
nimo na.
Oo.
5 ram po ka kandidato.
Ay nako, oo.
itang
Kulang
sildi,
na
ana,
kayo.
oo.
Kulang ka isa ato
Sa stage is direct recording.
Okay, oo.
Actually, sa gipropaganda mo guys sa Smartmatic, that Obama voted using a Smartmatic machine.
Wow, okay. Oo.
Ay,
So
lagi
karon
propaganda.
attorney ang atong gagamiton is the VCM. Karon
voting counting machine.
Voting counting machine. Oo.
Ang katana ako, marang it's just the name nga get-change.
Oo, pero actually mao ni atong
It's just the PICOS.
It's the PICOS paghihapon.
Yeah.
Kunya Smartmatic gihapon ang ga-supply
Smartmatic.
sa ato ani ana.
Smartmatic na.
How accurate again, but we have been using this attorney, right?
Ah.
For the past many elections already.
I would say it's accurate. Kay,
Okay. Oo.
Actually, after every election, na may gitawag nga activity nga RMA, random manual audit.
Okay.
So, at random, pick up og ballot box, dahil ihapon manually.
Okay.
Ang
Oo.
votes, og mutali ba sa
Sa PICOS, katong sa machine.
Nitali.
Nitali pod. Oo.
Kasi random manual
but how
audit.
often man, attorney, do they use the random manual audit? How
After
often?
every election,
Okay.
mo random manual audit.
Oo.
It
Pero
will be
dili na siya sa tanan pod, no, nga machine.
Random.
Random
ra.
lang, random lang.
Random.
Oo.
Random
Mga
manual
pila
audit.
ka buok
Oo.
kaha na siya nga
Nakadala all
pagka-random.
over the country man.
Okay. Oo,
Random
oo,
manual
oo.
audit.
Oo.
So,
Pero
naay-
but it's not for every precinct nga
Not every
mag-random
precinct.
dili. Po.
Random ra.
Random lang 'yun.
Random ra.
O pananglitan kani nga
Meron sa-
unsa man
meron sa
syudad,
Oriental, mga
ana
pila ka
lang.
buok.
Okay, random ra
Sa
gyud
kuwan,
kayo.
random ra gyud na-
Oo, unya,
na-
not even
na-
so many gani.
Dili.
Oo.
Wala kay percentage.
Oh, wala pod. Okay.
Na ay mga composed na o mga taong mga concerned citizens nga mo participate as the random manual audit.
Okay. But is this being required? Required gid ni
It's
siya?
required by law.
Required by law
There
also.
should be a random manual audit.
Oo. So we did this, no? In the past elections. Oo, we did this.
Ever since we use the machines,
Okay.
there has always been a random manual audit.
Okay. Unya, of course, kini siya, it cuts down, kaning PICOS or the voting counting machine, it cuts down on the manual, definitely, manual counting na to, no? Mo cut down yun
Oo,
sa time,
oo.
definitely. Oo,
Dako ang
definitely. Dako kayo.
Dako
Oo,
ang time.
oo. That's why in the last election, last election na to, murag 3 years ago, or even during the presidential election 6 years ago, pas-pas man pod, attorney, no?
Pas-pas kayo.
ang result sa election, no?
Pas-pas kayo.
Oo.
Compared sa,
Sa-
manual,
Okay.
ang kapo yung guys manual was canvassing.
Yes.
Hago
Oo,
kayo.
yes.
Manual
oo.
good.
Yes, yes, yes.
Kasi nasahin ko sa Dumaguete.
Oo.
Ug miingon tang na ay 500 ka presintos Dumaguete.
Okay.
That means 500 election returns.
Yes.
Ako nang
oo.
basahon tanan.
Basahon. Unya din mag-oral reading.
Oral
pagka,
reading.
No? Yan din
Nakay mo
mag-tabulate and so
Oh,
on.
hago
Yes.
kayo, hago
Okay.
kayo.
Unya ang atong mga maestra attorney, kay these are the ones who are the unsung heroes man, no? Kada election ang atong mga maestra gyud will have to render service. ha?
Gi-training ina siya.
Gi-train man pod sad sila.
Very
Yes.
expensive na.
Okay.
The entire province imong training.
Oo, yeah. And in fact, in the entire country. Kaya
Entire
nga man
country.
pong mga teachers.
Training mo
yes,
na.
oo.
Training mo naman natin.
Yes.
Ang machines,
Yes.
pag-ship, gastuso,
Oo. Correct,
pag-stock.
correct.
It's
Oo.
actually very expensive.
Mm-mm.
Ang usar ang concern po sa tao nga it's not transparent.
Mm.
Kay ug
Pag-counting,
mag-counting.
ha? Oo.
Mingaw man ang counting
Nakita
kay
ba data?
makina man nagaihapanay.
Oo, yes.
Di man
oo.
pare sa una nga magtali,
Yes,
kahon,
kana
tali,
siya. Oo,
kahon.
kana. Oo. Nya din oral gyud, isulti gyud, no? Oo, yes. Oo.
Sa ubang countries gani grabe pa sila.
Mhm.
Tagkabutan, nag-train man Manila. Nangutan ako kay EVM man. Because that's the machine of India. It does not transmit.
Okay.
How do you transmit the results from your say your village to Comelec Main? So by phone, kung people will accept that.
Aha.
So of course,
Okay.
by phone.
By phone. How reliable is the person that I am talking to over the phone?
Siya nga,
Oh.
didin ko nga, but that's not transparent.
Okay. Oo.
Kinutan siya, why does it take you so long to proclaim your national candidates?
Oh, here in the
Well, you know,
Philippines. Oo.
The Philippines is an archipelago.
Mm.
The provincial supervisor of Tawi-Tawi will deliver the result of Tawi-Tawi to Manila.
To the head office.
So
Oo.
you mean physically deliver it? Of course.
Oo.
So why don't you call up
Oo.
the main office by phone?
Okay. Oo.
Tell them the results, the main office will record.
Oo.
Because that's not transparent.
Okay, so
you,
transparency.
you want transparency.
Mhm.
Kaya transparency. So announce it over TV. Comelec should have a TV station every election. So announce the results of Dumaguete City over TV. That's very transparent. You know,
But that cannot.
our laws
Cannot be
even
done.
requires
Oo.
us
Oo.
to prepare 32 copies of that election returns.
Oo,
I do
yeah.
not know the wisdom of that law.
Okay.
32 copies.
Oo.
4 copies for local media, 6
Yes.
copies for national media,
Oo.
for
Oh, may
watchers,
transparency,
for
attorney.
people's organization.
Pero,
So you know what? I've been with the commission for so many years.
okay. Oo.
I was a field officer for so
Yes.
many years.
Oo. Mm-mm.
And I have this experience. Not more than 6 copies of the election returns will be taken from our office. Only the winning candidates,
Okay.
the opposing candidate,
Oo.
I've never heard of media asking for a copy of the election returns. So
Official na attorney, ha?
ah,
That's official.
You're just putting me at risk
Mm.
because I will be keeping in my office more than 20 copies of this document.
Okay, oo.
And let's assume that 6 months later,
Oo.
somebody who is entitled to the document
Okay.
will ask for his copy.
Mm-hmm.
And the copy is no longer there. Probably it has been eaten by
Oo,
ants
yes,
or
oo.
got lost.
Oo.
It will make me liable for infidelity in the cost of
Ayun,
documents.
okay, oo.
It doesn't make sense.
Oo, because you are the keeper
You
of
have the
these
keeper,
documents.
custodian
Okay,
documents.
yes.
It doesn't
oo.
make sense.
Yes, yes.
So many
Oo.
papers,
Bitaw.
32
Bitaw.
papers.
Yes, yes. Oo. We will pause for a break, Attorney Benjamin,
Sure,
ha? And then we will talk some more about surveys and other things that will help or assist our voters vote wisely and, of course, judiciously on election day. We will pause for a break and we will be right back.